When we think about cancer, we rarely associate the disease with the items on our plate. But the truth is that some of the most common and seemingly harmless foods are true villains for our health. You might be wondering, how can something so tasty be harmful? The reality is that what is delicious isn't always safe. And what's worse, the food industry isn't exactly eager to tell you this. But don't worry, there is good news. Knowing these foods is the first step to eliminating them from your diet, thus protecting your body from unnecessary risks. So, get ready to discover the 10 most dangerous foods for cancer and what you can do to turn this game in your favor. Refined white flour. So common in cakes, bread, and cookies, it hides a silent villain for health. With a high glycemic index, it causes blood sugar spikes, triggering a cycle that feeds cancer cells and increases insulin. Imagine the body as a machine. When overloaded with foods like this, the gears start to fail. Replacing white flour with alternatives like almond or oat flour can be a small step that makes a huge difference for your body. Furthermore, frequent consumption of foods made with refined white flour can lead to weight gain and insulin resistance, to known risk factors for various types of cancer, such as colon cancer. It's not just about calories, it's about the quality of the fuel we are putting into our bodies. Think of the difference between fueling a car with regular gas or premium performance changes completely. Swapping white flour for healthier options is like choosing premium fuel for your body. For those who find it hard to give up French bread or those rainy day cakes, a good tip is to start slowly. Try preparing your favorite recipes with alternative flours. You can make pancakes, muffins, and even delicious bread without using refined white flour. Each swap is one more step towards a healthier, cancer-free life. And speaking of small changes, soft drinks also hide some surprises. Soft drinks, so popular and refreshing, they carry risks that go far beyond extra calories. Full of phosphates, sugar, and chemical additives, these drinks not only contribute to obesity, but also contain carcinogenic substances, such as saccharin. Imagine that by choosing a cold soda instead of a glass of water or natural juice, you are actually consuming a chemical cocktail disguised as immediate pleasure. Replacing sodas with healthier alternatives, like unsweetened iced teas or naturally flavored water, can be a small but powerful change for your health. Frequent consumption of soft drinks does more than increase weight. It affects the body's mineral balance and can trigger a range of health issues, including cancer. The phosphates in sodas are linked to cellular changes that can lead to uncontrolled cell growth, including cancerous ones. Think of it as providing the perfect fuel for tumor development. Replacing soda with homemade, natural options is like choosing to protect your body from an unnecessary risk. Next time you crave a cold soda, why not consider other options? Try flavored waters with fruits, an iced green tea, or even sparkling water with a touch of lemon. These small daily swaps can have a huge impact on your long-term health. And, continuing with the choices that influence our bodies, let's now talk about high-fat dairy products. High-fat dairy products, like creamy cheeses and whole milk, these can be irresistible, but also pose some health risks. Studies suggest that high consumption of these products may be associated with an increased risk of prostate cancer. It's as if each extra slice of cheese or glass of whole milk adds more weight to the scale of risks. A healthier alternative is to opt for skimmed dairy or plant-based versions, which maintain the taste but cut the harmful fats. In addition to prostate cancer, these high-fat dairy products can negatively impact heart health and contribute to the accumulation of visceral fat, which is harder to burn and dangerous for internal organs. Imagine the body as a machine that needs constant lubrication. Choosing lighter dairy is like regularly changing the machine's oil, keeping everything running better and longer. It's a small adjustment that can make a big difference. If the idea of cutting these foods seems difficult, start slowly. Try skimmed versions of yogurts or milk and explore low-fat cheese options. Additionally, there is a growing variety of plant-based products on the market that can replace traditional dairy, such as almond, oat, and coconut milk. These alternatives not only help reduce the risk of cancer, but also contribute to a more balanced and diverse diet. And speaking of diet, let's understand how highly processed and ultra-processed foods fit into this scenario. Highly processed and ultra-processed foods. They are everywhere, on supermarket shelves, in snack bars, and even disguised as quick and convenient snacks. These products, often loaded with additives, preservatives, and trans fats, are a true ticking time bomb for health. Besides offering little nutritional value, they are associated with an increased risk of cancer. It's like feeding the body a diet that slowly but steadily undermines health. Swapping these products for whole and fresh foods is like giving your body the right tools to stay strong and resilient. The reality is that these foods are designed to be addictive, with intensified flavors that make us come back for more. But at the same time, they overload the body with harmful substances that can cause chronic inflammation and compromise the immune system. Imagine this as having a house that looks impeccable on the outside, but is full of cracks and structural problems inside. Choosing less processed foods, like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, is starting to make significant repairs to your house. If you're used to grabbing a packet of cookies or a frozen meal, start making small but consistent changes. Cook at home more often, choose natural snacks like nuts and dried fruits, and read the labels of the products you consume. And if you're looking for an extra boost for your health, consider supplements that can help strengthen your body against these daily challenges. To learn more about how the right supplements can make a difference in your routine, check the link in the first comment. Every step, every choice counts. And speaking of foods around us that seem harmless, let's explore what happens with microwave popcorn. It seems like a practical and tasty choice for a quick snack, but what few people know is that it comes with hidden risks. The chemical coatings in the bags, such as perfluorooctanoic acid, are linked to various types of cancer. It's as if every time you pop a packet, you're releasing a small bomb of toxins into your body. Opting for popcorn made on the stovetop with a bit of coconut or olive oil is a safer and equally delicious way to enjoy this classic snack. In addition to the chemicals in the coatings, some microwave popcorn contains high levels of sodium and trans fats, which not only contribute to weight gain, but also increase the risks of chronic diseases, including cancer. It's the idea that cheap ends up being expensive. An apparently harmless snack can exact a high price on long-term health. Switching to more natural preparation methods is not just a matter of taste, but a conscious decision to take care of the body. If you can't give up convenience, try using an air popper to make your popcorn without oil, or explore homemade recipes that allow you to season your way with herbs and spices you love. It's a simple change that can turn an everyday snack into a much healthier option. And speaking of fried foods, let's better understand the impact of French fries and the danger of acrylamide. French fries, with their irresistible crunch and salty taste, they are a hard temptation to resist. However, they hide an invisible enemy, acrylamide, a carcinogenic compound formed when starchy foods are fried at high temperatures. Imagine that each bite of a crispy French fry is like adding a spark to a slow fire in your body. Opting to bake potatoes in the oven with a drizzle of olive oil, or even trying roasted sweet potatoes, is a choice that preserves flavor without the additional risks. Besides acrylamide, French fries are generally loaded with trans fats and sodium, contributing to inflammation in the body and increasing the risk of various diseases, including cancer. They not only affect physical health, but can also negatively impact mental health, creating a cycle of cravings and guilt that is hard to break. Replacing fries with baked or grilled versions is a practical way to take care of your health without giving up a good snack. If you are a fan of French fries, you don't need to give them up completely. Try healthier preparation methods, like using an air fryer, which reduces the amount of oil, or seasoning potatoes with spices to give a special touch without adding empty calories. Small changes in eating habits make all the difference in the long run. And now, let's dive into the world of artificial sweeteners and discover the risks they bring. Artificial sweeteners, often found in diet drinks, gum, and even yogurts. These seem like a smart choice for those looking to cut calories, but they carry hidden dangers. Aspartame, one of the most common, has been linked to neurological problems, weight gain, and, in some studies, an increased risk of cancer. It's like each packet of sweetener is a sweet trap that hides bitter risks. For those looking for alternatives, natural sweeteners like stevia or erythritol are options that offer the sweet taste without the same dangers. Besides the cancer risks, artificial sweeteners can trick the body, stimulating hunger and excessive calorie intake in other foods. It's a bit like trying to fool your own brain. In the end, the body reacts in unexpected and undesirable ways, opting for foods with natural sweeteners or, better yet, gradually reducing the need for sugar in daily life can be a safer and more sustainable path to maintaining health. For those who can't live without a touch of sweetness in coffee or tea, the tip is to try and get used to new alternatives. Try fruit infusions to naturally sweeten or use small amounts of honey or agave. These options not only improve the taste, but also add a touch of nutrients. And since we are talking about sugars, it's time to look at the impact of refined white sugar and understand how it feeds cancer cells. Refined white sugar is one of the main hidden villains in the modern diet, present in countless products and easily consumed in excess. It feeds cancer cells, creating an environment conducive to tumor growth, especially when consumed in highly refined products such as sweets, cakes, and sugary drinks. It's like each spoonful of sugar added to coffee is an invitation for future problems. Reducing refined white sugar intake or replacing it with healthier options, such as honey or stevia, can be an important step in protecting your body. In addition to feeding cancer cells, refined sugar is linked to a series of other health problems, including obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases. Imagine your body as an engine. If constantly fueled with low-quality fuel, it will start to fail sooner or later. The good news is that it is possible to retrain the palate, gradually reducing the need for sweets and opting for fresh fruits to satisfy that craving for something sweet. For those who find it hard to cut refined sugar, the secret is to make smart substitutions gradually. Try using dried fruits to sweeten cakes and desserts, or an applesauce to give a sweet touch to recipes without resorting to refined sugar. Each conscious choice is another step towards a healthier life. And speaking of foods that seem harmless but hide risks, let's now explore the dangers of pickled or salty foods, like pickles, olives, and cured meats. May add a burst of flavor to your meals, but they come with hidden dangers. These foods often contain high levels of nitrates and nitrites, which can convert into carcinogenic compounds in the body. It's like each bite is a tiny step toward inviting unwanted toxins into your system. Opting for fresh versions of these foods, or making your own pickles with less salt and without preservatives, can significantly reduce these risks. Beyond the risk of cancer, consuming too many pickled or salty foods can lead to high blood pressure and increase the likelihood of heart disease. The high sodium content in these items can disrupt the body's balance, causing fluid retention and inflammation. Think of it as a form of internal sabotage, where the pleasure of a salty crunch turns into a silent enemy. By moderating your intake of these foods and choosing natural seasonings, you can make a significant positive impact on your health. For those who can't resist the tang of pickles or the richness of cured meats, the key lies in moderation and healthier alternatives. Try making your own pickles at home with less salt and fresh ingredients. Not only do you gain control over what goes into your food, but you can also experiment with new flavors and combinations. Small changes, when added up, make a big difference in your overall health. And speaking of fats, let's now dive into why trans fats deserve our special attention. Products with trans fats, cookies, cakes, margarines, and many processed foods are widely known for their harmful effects on health. These artificial fats increase bad cholesterol levels LDL and reduce good cholesterol HDL, contributing to inflammation and significantly increasing the risk of cancer. Imagine each bite of a cookie as a small blow to your body's defenses. Replacing these foods with homemade and trans fat-free options is an essential step toward a healthier and more balanced diet. Besides cancer risks, the consumption of trans fats is associated with heart diseases, obesity, and even neurological problems. It's like throwing sand into the gears of your body, making its proper functioning difficult. Choosing alternatives like coconut oil, olive oil, or real butter instead of margarine and partially hydrogenated oils may seem like a small change, but it makes a huge difference in your long-term health. It's a swap worth making every day. To avoid trans fats, a practical tip is to read labels carefully and avoid products that mention partially hydrogenated oils. Moreover, cooking at home with fresh, natural ingredients is the best way to ensure that what you are consuming is truly nourishing your body. Every conscious choice brings us one step closer to a life with more health and fewer risks. And with this information in hand, you are more than ready to start transforming your diet into a true ally against cancer. Now that you know the 10 most dangerous foods for cancer, the real question is, what will you do with this information? Will you continue to ignore what's on your plate? Or will you start making choices that truly take care of your body? Each small adjustment in your diet is another step toward a healthier life, far from cancer risks. Remember, it's not about a radical change overnight, but rather a commitment to yourself to improve a little every day. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to feel lighter, more energetic, and less worried about your health's future? If the answer is yes, then it's time to put into practice what you've learned here. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow our videos to continue learning how to transform your diet and truly protect your health. Oh, and don't forget to check out the video Anti-Cancer Foods, 7 Foods You Should Eat, by Dr. Barbara O'Neill. It's an excellent complement to everything we've discussed here and could be the next step towards even more conscious eating.